So in this video, we're going to work through some practice problems for converting metric conversions. And I'm just going to go through each of the steps that we've already outlined in our notes. Step 1, set up the problem. Well, the first practice problem is asking us to convert 56 meters into centimeters. So I start to set up this problem by writing down what I already know, what I'm given, 56 meters. Then I'm going to draw a line for my conversion factor. Step 2 says, write the units that you start with. So the unit is the letter part of the number, of the measurement. In this case, the unit that I'm given is meters. So I'm going to put meters on the bottom. We always put what we're given on the bottom of our fraction. So we're given meters, we put meters on the bottom. Step 3 says to write the units that you want. If we go back to the problem, the units we want to convert into is centimeters. So I'm going to put centimeters on the top. We always write the units that we want on the top of our fraction. Step 4 says to write the conversion factor. Well, we have to remember, what is the definition of a conversion factor? A conversion factor is simply two numbers or measurements that are equal to each other. So for example, I have 5 fingers on one hand. 5 fingers is equal to 1 hand. Well, what's the conversion factor for this particular problem? We have to look at the metric prefixes for converting between meters and centimeters. If I go back to my notes, we learn that 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. These two measurements are equal, so this is the conversion factor. So if I look at the setup in the problem, I find the unit that I start with, meters, and I put this number, the 1, next to meters. Then I find the unit that I want, the centimeters, and I put this number, 100, next to centimeters. Okay? The final step, step 5, is to multiply across the top and divide everything on the bottom. So I take 56 times 100 divided by 1, and that gives me 5,600 centimeters. Don't forget to include your new unit with your answer. Your answer should always have a number and a unit, because in chemistry we never have naked numbers. We always attach the unit. Make sure you review these 5 steps before moving on to the practice problems. You will also want to make sure that you have your metric prefixes handy to help you with some of the practice.